Sponsor for today's video, Caked Up by Kelly. You can find her on Instagram, Caked Up by Kelly. She has natural skin and beauty products. Body Whip for everyday use, keeps the skin moisturized and soft. Hair Glaze, extremely moisturizing. It promotes cell regeneration, healthy hair growth. It also strengthens the hair follicles. And for the kids, she has Baby Cake Hair Glaze. She also has lip frosting to keep those lips moist and relieve those chapped lips. And for the fellas, she got beard batter. It's gonna moisturize your facial hair and the skin beneath your beard. It's gonna hydrate it, it's gonna soften your beard and keep your beard tame, fellas. You can get these products scented or unscented. For the women, she has black raspberry, vanilla, love spell, strawberry and champagne, sexy graffiti, pink sugar, flower bomb, cucumber melon, baby powder, almond, and mango. And for the men, she got Tom Ford, Polo Red, Gucci Guilty, Creed Aventus, Black Coconut, Baby Powder, and Almond. Very affordable pricing. Caked Up by Kelly. You can find her on Instagram. What up, dog? Welcome to Convo with King. Hey, I need y'all to hit that like button because it ain't gonna cost you nothing. And subscribe to the channel. Plus, share the videos. So look, the video I got for y'all today is about the prolific author Donald Goines. He's a Detroit native and he's a famous urban book legend. So look, I'm getting ready to kick this off and I want y'all to comment and tell me what y'all think about it. Donald Goines was an African-American writer of urban fiction. His novels were deeply influenced by the work of Iceberg Slim. Donald Goines, born in Detroit, Michigan on December 15, 1936. His parents were a middle-class black Catholic couple that ran a laundry business. His mother, Myrtle Goines, told Donald that her family was a descendant from Jefferson Davis and a woman who was enslaved. Donald was the middle child of three and the only son. At age 15, Donald lied about his age to join the Air Force and fought in the Korean War. During his stint in the Air Force, Goines developed an addiction to heroin that continued after his honorable discharge in the mid-1950s. In order to support his addiction, Goines committed crimes including pimping, larceny, robbery, illegal liquor manufacturing, and theft. He lived in several cities including Kansas City, Missouri, and Junction City, Kansas, but mostly in his native Detroit. He was sentenced to prison several times, both state and federal. He began writing while serving a sentence in Michigan Jackson Penitentiary. Goines initially attempted to write westerns, but he decided to write urban fiction after reading Robert Iceberg Slim Beck's autobiography, Pimp, The Story of My Life. Goines continued to write novels at an accelerated pace in order to support his drug addictions, with some books taking only a month to complete. His sister Joan Goines Coney later said that Goines wrote at such an accelerated pace in order to avoid committing more crimes and based many of his characters in his books on people he knew in real life. He completed 16 books. In 1974, Goines published Crime Partners, the first book in the Kenyatta series under the name Al C. Clark. Holloway House Chief Executive Bentley Morris requested that Goines publish the book under a different name in order to avoid having the sales of Goines' work suffer due to many books releasing at once. The book dealt with an anti-hero character named after Jomo Kenyatta that ran an organization similar to the Black Panthers to clear the ghetto of crime. In his book, The Low Road, Eddie B. Allen remarks that the series was a departure from some of Goines' other works, with the characters of Kenyatta symbolizing a sense of liberation for Goines. Inner City Hoodlum, which Goines finished before his death, was published in 1975. Set in Los Angeles, the novel was about heroin, money, and murder. On October 21st, 1974, Goines and his common-law wife, Shirley Saylor were discovered dead in their Highland Park, Michigan apartment. The police had received an anonymous phone call earlier that evening and responded, discovering Goines in the living room of the apartment and Saylor's body in the kitchen. Both Goines and Saylor had sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and head. The identity of the gunmen is unknown, as is the reason behind the murders. Popular theories involve Goines being murdered due to his basing of his characters on real-life criminals, as well as the theory that Goines was killed due to his being in debt for drugs. At his funeral, a relative placed a book with Goines in his casket, but it was stolen. Can't even have nothing in there. That's crazy. His Kenyatta series includes the books Crime Partners as Elsie Clark, also Death List, Kenyatta's Escape, and Kenyatta's Last Hit. Standalone novels include Dope Fiend, Whoreson, Black Gangster, Street Players, White Man Justice, Black Man Grief, Black Girl Lost, El Dorado Red, Swamp Man, Never Die Alone, Cry Revenge, Daddy Cool, and Inner City Hoodlum. Goines' writing has had an impact among several people, with several rappers inserting mentions of Goines and his writings into their lyrics. In his 1996 song Trading War Stories, Tupac writes, "Machiavelli was my tutor, Donald Goines my father figure." On the Real Brothers album by hip-hop duo BG Knockout and Dresta, the second one mentioned the author by rapping, "Take a good look because you looking at a crook, my life done been took right out of Donald Goines' book." Ludacris mentions Goines in his 2006 song Eyebrows Down. AZ compares himself to Donald Goines' work in the song Rather Unique with the line, "Your mind's boggled, but I'm as deep as Donald Goines' novels." Nas also named the song Black Girl Lost on his sophomore album It Was Written, after the book by Goines. The New York rap trio crew had a song called Goines Tale, where all of Donald Goines' book titles were incorporated into the song lyrics. Rapper Jadakiss referenced Goines in the Chic Luke song Mighty D Block 2 Guns Up. 50 Cent writes in his self-help autobiography, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, that personally, I didn't get into reading until I found writers like Donald Goines and Iceberg Slim, who wrote in a voice that felt familiar to me. Goines' books have been utilized in several prison literacy programs. His novel, Dope Fiend, has been taught in a Rutgers University class. Some of Goines' work have also been adapted into film. His book, Crime Partners, was turned into a 2001 film starring Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, and Ja Rule. And in 2004, his book, Never Die Alone, also released a film starring DMX. Okay, that was a little history about Detroit native Donald Goines. I hope this video urges more people to read his books. Don't forget, he also wrote under the name Elsie Clark. I read most of his books. I'm going to read the rest of them in the near future. His writing style is second to none, and the authenticity of his characters are as real as it gets. He's like an artist painting portraits, but with words. You can tell Donald Goines is really in the hood. He brought the reality of the slums to the world with his own personal perspective of the ghetto. The books he wrote are an example of his determination to be great, no matter your circumstances. Rest in peace to Donald Goines, a hero for Detroit and a legendary author. I want everybody to remember to make good choices, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, because it ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's Combo with King. I appreciate y'all for watching.